Okay, I'm continuing the explanation of how to some a basic analysis. So we've talked about this table, and then here this is a summary of the descriptive statistics like a mean, median, mode, and then basic measures of variability like that. Here, this is a frequency table, like frequency distribution table, and then how many like 20-year-old included, how many 35-year-old included, 40 people, like that. There's a frequency distribution table, right? And there are 11, 50-year-old people included like that. So here is also income-wise, how many people having $40,000 a year is 16 people there. How many people having like $70,000 a year, 5 people there like this. Okay, so frequency distribution table. Now is a frequency distribution graph, which are all histograms in this analysis because we analyzed age and income, which are all scale variable in the SPSS. Right? It is they are actually ratio variables. Age and income are all ratio variables. However, in SPSS, this interval and then ratio levels of measurement are all just considered as scale, one category, which is better for us to go simpler way. So that is the reason we developed a histogram, and then we would even see this is roughly symmetric, but this one is obviously positively skewed because it's a long tail here. Now, I am going to do this analysis, similar analysis with the education level, and then move on to the next part. How you're gonna uh, get this output, SPSS output, so that you can see even outside of the SPSS program, so that you can read and use and then interpret those tables and the graph. So here, uh, keeping this output as it is, and then I'm going to go like here I'm gonna go here using this data file again, and then doing this same frequency analysis with education. So you just set this one back in the original list of variables. Then I just instead I'm what I did here, just click this one and then click this arrow like this, right? And then you send it back to the original list of variables. So now I like to get this one here under this analysis. Now, be careful because this is the ordinal variable. This is the reason we learn these levels of measurement again. I'm emphasizing. This is the ordinal variable, and then getting the mean, median, mode, and then measures of variability doesn't mean much for us. Even sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Okay, even variability kind of. So having the variable like this in this box, you go to the statistics, and then these are what actually we used for scale variables. So we don't need these ones. We are not interested in, or we don't need these all. And then what? We just love to get um, how many people actually did not complete the high school like that. How many people graduated from college like this? We would like to get this one. Okay, so click continue then. Um, and then for chart the graphs, okay, for this variable. Histogram doesn't make any sense, right? It's ordinal, completely ordinal. So it's not histogram but bar graph. So bar graph, right? Bar graph. So click continue here. And then that's it. We just get the number of people in each category, and then the percentage wise, how many percentage of people actually fall on one category. That's what we like to get. So we are ready to click OK. So you see, right here, look at this. You see the outcome, level of education, right? Here, 460 people did not complete a high school. Oh, this might be the reason that their income level is not that high, unfortunately, right? So here, high school graduate is 235 people. So it is, look, cumulative percentage-wise, 81.8%, 81.8% of people actually high school graduate or below in terms of the education level. So the majority of people included in this data set are high school graduates or under. Okay, yeah, that's how we can view and see and interpret the table. And then here now, only 11.9, 11.9, almost 12% of people here actually having some college level education. 101 out of 850 people, right? And only 49 people got college degree. Now, 5 people only out of 850 hold graduate level education, right? Graduate level degree. Okay, so relatively simple table, right? Just reading the percentages and then, yeah, even cumulative wise, we can get some, right? Now is a level of education shows this trend, right? A majority of people here under did not complete or high school degree, and then some college or higher, so a relatively very small group of people there in terms of their education attainments. Okay, yeah. Now, let's say this is it for your basic analysis, and then what you have to do, uh, frequently you need to save this one for your future usage. Okay, um, I can show you two things. You do here, save this file as it is first. Okay, you save the data file already. You click the save button, right? When you set up the variables of measurement, level of measurement, right? Have it as it is. You saved it. Now you save this output so that you can see what you've done. This is our training, right? This is our first training. So these are outcomes that you have of this training. And then you see that kind of set of tables and then graphs, and then you just remind yourself of what you've done. Okay? Right? So save this file as it is, just clicking this save button, and then you have to save it in this virtual lab space so that you can come back and then open it up if you need this file again. So do it under some folder here so that you can easily find. So it is usually you have documents kind of folder so that you can see it alone. Nobody can see this file, right, but you. So you do this saving under documents, and then it's only for you. Okay. Now, so that you can view this file outside of this virtual lab entirely on your own laptop, what you need to do, save this one into PDF file here. You click file there, then you have a bunch of options, save as or export. Export, you see, click export, and then this kind of a little bit complicated window pops up asking you what type of file you would like to make. Here, look, what document like a Microsoft Word file. Rather than doing that, here I recommend PDF here, PDF. You click PDF and then everything changed, right? Here it's going to save your document under, this PDF file under your documents folder, right? Be clear about that. And then click this one, OK. And then you wait for this SPSS complete the saving, okay? And then you're gonna see it under document folder once you go there under documents here, right? And then you see that output. You can change the name of file, right? And then so that you can identify what that is later on, and then that's it. Now, it is saved on that virtual lab. Don't forget, you have to make this one available on your OneDrive or outside of this virtual lab so that you can access without logging in here, right? So then what you have to do then, you already connected your OneDrive, right? I believe so. And then now you just copy this one and then go to the OneDrive folder and then save it there, okay? So that you can open it up outside of this virtual lab. Okay, it's simple relatively. So copy this one and then paste on your OneDrive under this virtual lab. Okay, under this virtual lab. So you just need to open up. Probably when I showed you this OneDrive, I actually canceled that connection. It's a cloud mounter. Oh, I'm here. So yeah, connect now. Let's see. Possibly I need to log on my OneDrive under this one, Cloud Mounter. Let me double check. Oh, I have OneDrive here, right? Right. I have one. This is under the virtual lab. I can see my folders there, so I can save that file over here, and then I can access my OneDrive outside of this virtual lab and then see the file. Okay. Now you need to do the same thing when you make this table and graph onto Word file of this virtual lab, and then open it up, open the table as a Word file. I'll show you now how to. So having this one in your mind, and then look at this. You may have this folder Office. Double click it. You see the available Office programs, say like Microsoft Word. Double click it. You can open it up the Word. So under new file, I'm gonna copy and paste this SPSS output file like this, output, right, table, paste it. Look at this. Here, I'm gonna right click this one, right click, and then copy it as image. It's always simpler and then easier for us to handle this table, even graph. So click image, you copy the image. I right click using right button of my mouse and then see the option copy as and then image, right? Click it, and then now this table copied as a picture, so that you can come here in the Word file and then paste that table like this, paste it. Now it is a picture, so that you can easily resize and then move, right? Yeah, this is how you're gonna do that. Now, if you have this table, right, here onto Word file, you can um, report. You can complete the assignment that I'll give you, the SPSS assignment. We have training, and then you're going to have assignment, okay? And then this is 3 times of SPSS training and assignment going on. So anyway, so here, look, this is the Word file pasted table, and then you save this Word file as you've done in the PDF file before, of the output file. So you save this one as PDF. Takes time. I don't know why. Yeah, so just under this so SPSS output, and then save it, and then I can copy this file later on and then paste it onto on my OneDrive again, and then I can open it up anywhere else with this format. Okay, I can see it. You can copy the graph also to there. Okay, now I've one thing to do more for your SPSS assignment. How you gonna get, for example, interquartile range, and then how you gonna also determine if a specific distribution is positively skewed or not without looking at the graph. Or I'm gonna ask you to show two pieces of evidence. One piece, possibly you can say, oh, look at the graph. This is a graph, and then it looks like a positively skewed. And then another piece of evidence that you can say it is a positively skewed, for example, is what? Getting the mean and median value. Look at this. Mean is 46.6753, and then median value is 35, right? Which one is greater? Mean value. So here, mean value is greater than the median. Mean value follows the tail, right? Extreme values. So it is now bigger than median. So it is located right side. So right side of the distribution contains the tail of the distribution, which will be positively skewed distribution. It's a second piece of evidence. So because we've learned this one, relative magnitude of measures of central tendency is highly related to the shape of distribution. So that is why I'm emphasizing this one. And I'm going to ask you to find out these kind of things in this coming SPSS assignment. Okay? Keep this in your mind, and then um, do the assignment under this lesson. Okay? Right. I'm gonna make one more video, relatively shorter, to capture everything about this SPSS assignment, okay? Based on all these lessons and then topics we've learned, okay? I'm gonna quickly go over that one and then emphasize some things there, okay?